What's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Bravo, NBC, Universal, you really have something to be worried about. Y'all, the streets are talking. Bravo just got hit with this crazy lawsuit. It's basically the lawsuit of reckoning, what Bethany, Nene Leakes, and almost every disgruntled housewife has been saying. But here's the kicker. Y'all, we need to connect two and two because it looks like Raquel from Vanderpump Rules not only destroyed Tom and Ariana's relationship, Raquel looks like she's set to bring down Bravo. Y'all, let's get into this because this is deep. On top of that, also, if you guys remember Real Housewives of New Jersey and also Ultimate Girls Trip, not only is it Bravo NBC, but they're also suing NBC Universal. People are saying that one of the plaintiffs is actually Carolyn Manzo too. Yes, Dina Manzo's sister. Y'all, let's get into this. Okay. So let me tell you guys what Bravo's being sued for and then why all signs are pointing that Raquel is the one. I will say one thing. Raquel is a master of playing stupid, but getting revenge. But she is the Kaiser Sosa of reality TV, lover or hater. You guys, and I know we got a lot of reasons to hate her. They said TV reality stars declaring war on NBC and Bravo. They allege blah, 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 abuse. I'm not getting demonetized. Mental health and mental health exploitation. So sexual exploitation and mental health exploitation. They said this is directly from TMZ, but you got to listen to this so we can pick up the breadcrumbs. They said some reality stars have gone scorched earth against NBC, and it appears in particular Bravo, claiming its reality stars who have been subjected to grotesque and depraved mistreatment. TMZ has obtained a letter sent by attorneys Brian Friedman and Mark Garagos. Baby, Mark Garagos is a hard-hitting lawyer. NBC should be very, very worried. This is not a Lisa Bloom production and her alleged catch and kill tactics where she brings people in, messes up their case, and then somehow has something going on with the network. Remember Roman Farrell from his book actually said Lisa Bloom was the ops. If you guys are suing any big corporation, I don't know, hire Lisa Bloom at your own peril. Read Ronan Farrell's book first to see. Okay, they are claiming current and former cast and crew members of its reality shows have been tormented among the allegations, right? Deliberate attempts to manufacture mental instability by applying cast members with alcohol while depriving them of food and sleep. Listen, they already got a home run. Bravo's been doing this and they got super cocky. And I think because the housewives weren't unionized and there's always like thirstier people that when they get on, they thought they could get away with it forever. We all know they do that. Denying mental health treatment to cast members displaying obvious and alarming signs of mental deterioration. That's Raquel. We're going to get into that why. Exploiting minors for uncompensated and sometimes long-term appearances on NBC reality TV shows. That could be anybody with kids, but Bravo does have a weird thing where if you are on the show, they make you sign on and film with your kids, but your kids don't get paychecks. It's only you. Yes, you can consent. Your husband can consent, but the fact that you have to sign your kids away and basically you are making your kids work as forced child labor, sometimes against their will. Yeah. Distributing and or condoning the distribution of non-consensual covering up acts of SV. I'm trying to get demonetized, refusing to allow cast members the freedom to leave their shows even under dire circumstances. Now, here's what TMZ says. The P claim is interesting. In the letter, the lawyers mentioned distribution of revenge P, though they did not elaborate. Now, you guys, this is Raquel. Let me take y'all guys back, okay? Remember when Ariana found out that Raquel was messing around with Tom? Tom dropped his phone or like whatever. She went in it. She found a FaceTime of a screen record that Tom had made of him and Raquel messing around. Ariana was so hurt and shocked, she sent it to herself as proof so she could later confront Tom so he couldn't delete it. Okay, now remember, Ariana was so mad. She started sending it to all her friends. Like, can you believe this? They are messing around. Because a lot of people, even Sheena, was like, no, it can't be Raquel. And Ariana sent it to everybody. Producers even, I think, admitted, if I'm not mistaken, that they had even seen the tape and they were in possession of it. You guys, who else could they be? Current member Raquel, former cast member Carolina Manzo. Remember when Brandy on the Real Housewives Girls Trip, because this is also against NBC Universal, the Real Housewives Girls Trip, Brandy Glanville, remember when she assaulted Carolyn Manzo, SA, and Caroline was so freaked out, she immediately left and refused to do anything, and Bravo just laughed about it? They knew what Brandy was up to. Brandy is always like that, and Bravo encourages it. But let's get back to the Kaiser Sosa of reality TV, Raquel, because baby, this is the one that I'm just like, God, Raquel got them so good. So why is this important, okay? First of all, it was non-consensual pee, because you forget that Raquel did say in every statement, I did not know I was being filmed. So I did not consent to be filmed. So by that thing, you can't distribute it. Ariana was the one that distributed it, but at a certain point, Bravo stepped in. Here's the interesting part about Raquel. Denying mental health treatment to cast members displaying obvious and alarming signs of mental deterioration. How does this also point to Raquel? Yeah, Raquel is an evil mastermind. And let me just say this, right? Sorry, guys. Let me just say this. Raquel is an evil mastermind for sure, right? I get that. But at a certain, I get how Ariana was so hurt and upset, and I get how it was such an utter betrayal. But Raquel is also human too. Do you see what I'm saying? And I can understand Ariana's reaction. I can understand the castmates because they were all friends. But Bravo, NBC Universal, you are the employer. You're supposed to be the referee. You are bound by the EEOC. That is no discrimination for race, sex, creed, religion. You are bound by employment laws. The fact that Bravo not only joined in, remember how Bravo let a bloodbath be unleashed on Raquel? And again, we're not talking about whether or not you think she deserves it. We're talking about a job letting your mental deterioration go down. Now stay with me because the plot twist is gonna like spin your mind, okay? So they remember how even Andy Cohen was like, what do you do? What do you think? He was throwing fuel on the fire. It was all out. Let's not forget that Bravo had its highest ratings ever. Bravo's ratings have been in the garbage. Vanderpump Rules literally injected adrenaline into Bravo's system. Even the ads for Vanderpump Rules, which by the way, I think we're going to review next season. I'm going to review it next season just to see what's going on. Even the ads for Vanderpump Rules was like Super Bowl level ads. They were making money hand over foot. And one of the big ways that they were making money is not only allowing, but instigating a hate train toward Raquel. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh my God, it's not their fault. Listen, under employment law can, but where's the mental deterioration? I'm glad you asked. You ready for this plot twist? Okay. Remember when Raquel went to that treatment facility? Now, I don't know Raquel's family, but I think she was there for how long, and she racked up a bill for $200,000. I don't know Raquel's family. They might not be poor, but I don't think they're so wealthy that they're going to get a $200,000 bill just paid like that, right? Remember when she went into that treatment center and everybody was like, oh, please, Raquel, you're so fake. That's not a real treatment center. And Tom was like, it is a treatment center. I think Raquel had this plan all along. Bravo was getting the biggest bag they could. They were messing with Raquel's contract. Raquel was being dragged through the mud. I've never seen anything like it ever in my life. It was like unreal. It still is unreal. I think Raquel thought, you guys are messing around with my contract. You're doing this, you're doing that. You're telling me that even though this affected my mental health, I have to film. Talking about I'm locked in a contract. That is tantamount, like that's illegal, right? I'm locked in a contract, even though what is going on messed with my mental so much that I was forced to go to a mental health retreat because I was thinking about deleting myself, okay? Now, Bravo got cocky and they were like, oh, wow. And they were releasing stories to TMZ like she better be here on the first of the month because we got her under contract because Bravo's been getting away with it for so long. Again, Raquel is a master at playing stupid, but getting her ducks in a row. Now, why does that make a difference? Because remember the negotiations, Raquel submitted that bill for her mental health stay for $200,000. And Bravo laughed in her face and thought that that was Raquel being thirsty and begging for pennies. And they thought they had her. And they're like, we're not giving you anything, but you better be here to film because we have you by contract. You guys, it looks like now that was a shrewd legal move to prove that not only that Bravo cause and encourage and add fuel to the fire about the deterioration of my mental state, that when I went to go get help to keep from unaliving me myself because of job conditions that Bravo themselves not only caused but bragged about causing, right? That bill was $200,000. I needed it to save my life. I tried to get them to even pay. They refused to. They took no accountability. What's more, I told them if I have to return, I'm afraid I'm going to hurt myself. And they said, that's your contract. You better show up. And if you don't show up, if you try to get work doing anything in your field, which is reality TV, we will sue you into oblivion because you have officially violated the non-compete agreement. Do you see how brilliant this is? Do you see how evil and brilliant this was? You guys, in Bravo and NBC Universal is in trouble. Now, I am guessing exactly, honestly, I'm putting the pieces together. They said there's other people, but as far as the revenge fee and the mental health and deterioration and not allowing them out their contract, because remember Raquel said that she wanted to leave her contract. Yeah, you guys, Raquel is set to take down Bravo and their abusive, exploitive taxes. Raquel is our generation's Kaiser Sosa, an evil, evil person that keeps like screwing everybody over and screwing everyone, depending on who you ask. Y'all. Also, I do think Caroline Manzo is the person with the SA as to what happened with her and Brandy on Real Housewives Girls Trip. They said the letter demands that NBC retain a slew of information, including the non-consensual pee in connection with cast members. That is Ariana, Ariana and everybody, including the producers that saw or distributed that revenge pee. Because remember, Raquel earlier sent out cease and desist against anybody circulating that tape among the cast members. Again, they always underestimate this evil genius. Anyway, and the alleged SV perpetrated by or against cast members. That, of course, has to be Brandy and Caroline Manzo. The lawyers claim NBC has threatened cast members with ruin should they decide to speak out about this mistreatment. This aligns with Bethany Frankel's call to unionize reality stars. You guys, NBC has not given any comment. I'm betting 100-1 Raquel is getting, and not even that, I bet you Ariana is actually named. But you know what, at this point, and I see, and listen, I think Raquel's garbage. I wanted to review, but I was so, I was like, I can't be impartial. But listen to this, okay? Raquel, if she can pull this off, she got the best of both worlds. Think about it. If she goes back to Bravo for another season, even if they increase her contract, she's going to be torn apart. Raquel can now get a big bag by Just suing them for all their worth. And now she gets even more than she would have gotten on Vanderpump Rules. She is now out of her contract, free to go to another show. And on top of that, right? Ariana might have to apologize, might be sanctioned, might be punished. And on top of that, right? She gets so much more without any of the stress of any of the vitriol that she earned coming back to her. You guys, yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to keep my eye on the story. Also, let me know in the comments if you want me to review this season of Vanderpump Rules. I wonder if Raquel's going to be on it. You know, there is a rule with the EEOC that if somebody claims this type of discrimination or harassment or whatever, The employer has to immediately stop, but the employee can still work and the employer can't fire them. Would Raquel be so bold as to show up on Vanderpump Rules while there's a lawsuit going on? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think she would. Raquel is a wild girl. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.